And now to sport, where the fallout from the Socceroos' embarrassing defeat to Iraq in the Asian Cup continues, with the papers tearing into manager Aussie villain. The Australian says Roos bouncing home. The Daily Telegraph goes with a dingo ate our chances, while the Sydney Morning Herald asks, can sandpaper be used on a football? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Socceroos. It is episode 4. It is the conclusion of the Asian Cup group stage, and if we don't get out of this, then I don't think there's going to be much more of a series, to be honest. The press have got their claws out for me after our loss to Iraq in that opening game, and well, we've just got to win both our games today. It's North Korea and Uzbekistan. They're games we should be able to win, but we should have been able to win against Iraq as well. So yeah, not ideal. Now, there's not much to catch you up on. Of course, there's been about 3 or 4 days in game in between the two. So I guess we just go and have a look at what we're doing here against the North Koreans. This is what we're going to go with initially. I'm going to stick with the same formation. There's a big part of me that thinks we go more attacking, but I think we can go to that if this isn't working. But we have made a couple of changes. We had to make changes after last game. So it's Ryan in goal. Smith, Suter, Sainsbury and Karasic will remain as the back 4. This is where we've made our changes. Aaron Moy is going to drop back in as a deep-lying playmaker. Just try and get him a little bit more involved on the game and try and control things for us. Hrustic comes in to play next to him. He's a good attacking player, so he needs to be on the field somewhere with Tommy Rogic. Mobile and Piscopo is going to come in and play. Now, still going to go in inverted winger. I know that there was talk in the comments, Webby, saying that we should have wingers on both sides. I'm not against doing that. I feel like this works so well, and with the Mazzella as well. I want to try the inverted winger and then the Mazzella drifting out. So we'll try this, but I do think maybe having 2 wingers might work out for us. And we're going to give Rudovička the start. He's 36 years old. He got a hat-trick against South Korea. So we'll get him on there. Hopefully he can do the business for us. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't think we're going to recognize too many South Korean names. Oh, either Kim Chol-bum, maybe. Is he playing South Korea? Perhaps. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. We are the heavy favorites for this one. We need to be winning this match. Make sure we do. We've got an unsure Karasic. He remains unsure. Oh, I just have a terrible feeling. Now, while we are waiting for the game to get underway, I do have to say a very big thank you to someone who has increased their pledge on Patreon, Dave Mortram. Thank you so much, mate. That is greatly appreciated. As I've said many times before, the Patreon is not expected. It is greatly appreciated, though. It does allow me to be able to keep doing this while I sort of look after our daughter during the days. So, yeah, there's a link to the Patreon down in the description. There's a good ball from Mobile. Can he find the back of the net? No, he cannot. Yeah, there's a link to the Patreon down in the description. If you enjoy the content and you're able to, it's there. If not, just keep watching the ads. That's absolutely fine. And, even that is just greatly appreciated. So, even just the fact you're watching is, to me, a little bit surreal. There's another good little bit of play here. Mobile to Piscopo, and Piscopo can't beat the goalkeeper either. Promising start this, though. I was thinking about the Iraq game afterwards. Oh, and the keeper is having an absolute blinder. How is he still playing in North Korea? I think what I should have done after that South Korean game, instantly, post-game, we should have been saying, that's gone. Another one just over the top. It's been siege on the North Korean goal for 15 minutes. Straight away, I should have been saying, that's gone, don't get complacent, you were rubbish. Just really downplaying it. And I didn't. I kind of got a bit excited, the fact we beat South Korea. We put 7 past South Korea, and I think we did pay a price for that against Iraq. We've dominated this game, but it's still 0-0. We need to get a goal, and finally, it's Tommy Rogic again. He's a goal machine. Moy to Rogic, and it's 1-0 just before half-time. Maybe not just before, but late in the first half. And finally, we have broken down this North Korean defence. Good header from Rogic. Goalkeeper finally beaten. And to be honest, that's probably one of the easier saves he had to make, wasn't it? Let's give him some praise. And let's see what we can do here. We've got our goal difference back to even. Now, of course, North Korea and Uzbekistan drew in the first game. So I don't know what we make of that exactly. Okay, so now I'm going to say don't get complacent. Yeah, I don't know if that's just North Korea being difficult to break down, like I guess we've seen from them here, and as sort of nicking one, or if it suggests that Uzbekistan maybe aren't the greatest team, though I've always thought Uzbekistan are a decent side. It's another goal from a corner. It's big Harry Sutar with his 20 jumping reach. And that is absolutely huge. If you've seen Harry Sutar in real life, he plays for Stoke City, I think, in the Championship. Although I think he's done his knee. I think I saw he's had to have his knee. He's done something to his knee that's serious. So he's not playing just now, but he is just an and you see him in the World Cup qualifiers for the Socceroos in real life, and he's just a big boy. But 2-0 up, that is brilliant. I wonder if we dare dream of starting to maybe just rest 1 or 2 here. Rudovicka's not had the greatest game up there. He is ancient. As I say, he's almost as old as me. So let's take him off and get Danny Juric on. Piscopo's not having his greatest game, but let's maybe just go with that for now. Karasic is the other one. Now, Karasic was a little bit tired coming in, so let's get Ryan Strain on. Hopefully, at 2-0, we can afford to make 1 or 2 changes. And just keep Karasic fresher for the Uzbekistan game. 10 minutes to play. What we don't want is for them to get one back now. And now it starts to get a little bit nervous. Now, the other thing is that I think there's an odd number of groups. So I'll have to check, actually. It might be that some third-place teams go through. Now, if that's the case, whenever I've seen a tournament with a third-place team going through, I don't think I've ever seen a situation where 3 points and a positive goal difference doesn't get you through. That seems to be the... Oh, and now they're down to 10 men as well. That seems to be the threshold to get through. There was maybe one team in the last Euros that didn't get through with 3 points and a positive goal difference, but it almost always does. I've always loved the Under-20 World Cup for years now, and I watched that almost religiously. There's a great through ball for Piscopo. Can he get his? I thought that was bending in. It's just gone wide. And yeah, they've had that system that what is a 20-something team Under-20 World Cup for ages, or it might have always been the case. Juric flicks it down there for Piscopo. Can he get a ball through now? He can. Juric might have himself a chance. Juric does have himself a chance. Juric has himself a goal. It's 3-0 now, and that is more like it. Oh, everybody breathe. So yeah, 3 points and a positive goal difference, which of course we now have, should be enough as long as we don't get spanked by Uzbekistan, but I could be talking out my backside and maybe it is just the top 2 that go through. I almost think we might even be able to get away with this. If Uzbekistan can go and beat Iraq and then we can go and win our final game, we might actually be able to still top this group. But nice work, everybody. That is much more like it. And let's hope that now we can indeed go on, win our second game. It is just the top 2 that go through, it looks like. So I'm talking out my backside. And Uzbekistan have indeed gone and beaten Iraq. Now, I'm not sure if... at first I thought that was, as I said, that should be good news. But now I'm a little bit nervous. You know, we have to go... we have to go and win our next game. Otherwise, it is... well, it might be curtains, not just for the... Where's the competitions thing? Not just for this... for this tournament, but also for this series, because I'm not quite sure how we continue if we get sacked. And surely we would get sacked if we lost out of the group stage. So we're going to have to beat Uzbekistan. They go top. We can't rely surely on North Korea. Well, even if North Korea beat Iraq, we would still have to get at least a draw. You know what? Let's just go and beat Uzbekistan. That's simple. Okay, welcome back. Well, it all comes down to this, and they always say don't change a winning team, don't they? So we've made multiple changes. Basically, we're just trying to keep things fresh. Sutar, Hersic, Piscopo are all a little bit tired. Smith is on a booking as well, and so is Sainsbury, which is a little bit concerning. But it's going to be Ryan in goal, Bajic, Deganak, Sainsbury, and Karasic as the back 4. It's Moy, Rogic, and Luongo comes in to play as the Mazzella. He should be okay doing that. He's a decent dribbler, decent crosser, decent work rate. He should be okay. It's Mabil and Economides comes back in to play as that inverted winger, and Juric is going to get the start up top. I mean, that all worked a lot better, didn't it, against North Korea? So I'm hoping that Iraq was just a little bit of an outlier, and we can get back to that South Korea form now. All right, so we can see the team sheets here. Now, this Sergeyev has been a very good striker for them. I recognize that name. There's not too many others. They used to have a really good, this is old FM now, back in the day, they used to have a really good left sort of attacking wingback. Can't remember his name, but the favourites go out there, make sure there's no doubt why. All right, Tony Vidmar, I'll go with you on this one. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he was always good as well, but he was obviously long since retired, I assume. All right, and here we go. Must win, isn't it? We just have to win. If we win, we'll go through. We might even top the group. I didn't change the marking. If you wonder what I'm talking about when I say I haven't changed the marking, our wingers mark the fullbacks, but when they play wingbacks, it doesn't quite translate properly, so you end up with a centre-back and midfielder being marked. So I just go in and just change that man marking assignment. All right, we've got an attacking throw here. Mobile across to Karasic, who's got room. He goes back to Moy, who with a loose pass gives away possession. Can we win it back? We can. Bajic has it. Bajic to Economides. Economides back onto his right foot, and that looked like it was bending in, but I don't think it had bend on it in the end. Moy over a free kick. Can he find Deganak? He goes beyond everybody, and Sergeyev has it. Economides is there. And the one thing we don't want to do in this game is fall behind, because then I'll start in panic. Deganak knocks it down to Luongo. Luongo gets it forward from Mobile. Mobile's quick. Juric is in the middle. Can Mobile get a cross in? He does. It's towards Juric, but away. Moy picks it up. Moy to Karasic. Karasic. It's looking for Economides. He's hit the post. Again, we're showing some promising signs here. What we aren't doing, though, is putting shots on target. Come on, guys, come on. A draw won't be enough because, as I say, we don't want to rely on North Korea getting a result against Iraq. And even if they did, we'd have 3 teams on 4 points. I don't know if that point we would... Yeah, need to be... I know if it's a draw, I don't know. Anyway, Economides, third time's a charm. Chris Economides, let's not talk about draws. Let's just win the thing. 1-0 in the 37th minute. It's almost the exact minute we opened the scoring against North Korea as well, isn't it? And, well, some nice play. Luongo to Juric to Economides, pick them apart, and goalkeeper, well, I don't think he's getting a big transfer on the back of that, is he? And it is 1-0. Let's give them some praise as Moy stands over another free kick. Ball in towards Mobile. Oh, he's just muffed it completely, shinned it straight into the goalkeeper's arms. And to be fair, after that last one, you'd half expect that to go in as well. But no such luck. And it is 1-0 at half-time. All right, once again, we do not get complacent. We need to try and go on with this in the second half. Now, I am very, very conscious of the fact that Sainsbury is a booking away from a suspension. 1-0 is not the time to make a sub, but I do wonder... I mean, I don't know if we want both our second choice centre-backs if we bring Bailey Wright on. The whole point, of course, of Souttar not starting is because he's tired, so he needs a rest. I'm not sure who we get in the next round. I'm a little concerned, though, that the group above us is Japan and Qatar, who have got through, and they are 2 decent sides, so... There is a concern on my part that we'll have to play one of them. Sainsbury! No, it is straight to the goalkeeper's hands. He gets it forward quickly, but he's just giving it straight back to us. Karasic has it. He comes forward. Rogic to Mobile. This will be the first game if Rogic hasn't scored. If he doesn't score, Rogic with a chance though. Rogic! Oh, goalkeeper does just enough. Let's go back off of attacking. This game is ticking away quite quickly, isn't it? Ball pumped upfield. We don't win it. Karasic is there. Oh, Jesus. That's okay. It's worked. Matty Ryan gets it forward. Juric is there. He can't keep possession for us. And Uzbekistan come back the other way. This is a very, very nervy time. Sergeyev is in. He gives it away. Oh, and it is okay because Matty Ryan is there. Last line of defense. And Sergeyev is off. Like I say, he is their main threat. We'll give it a focus. We've got to focus from this set piece, though. Economides gets it clear to Mobile. Now he's quick. Can he take on 3 guys? Questionable. Let's see what he can do, though. Awa, come on, mate. Can he get that cross in? He checks back. Well done. Keeps possession. Bajic has it. Back to Mobile. Mobile's on the wrong side for his right foot. He's done well to get into the area. Oh, and it's a penalty. He goes down, and Economides from the penalty spot. We've seen him get one already. I think that was the opener, wasn't it? Against South Korea. Economides sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's 2-0. And that should be that. Let's rest Karasic. Let's get strain on for him. Sainsbury. Do we trust a 2-goal lead? I don't think that Bailey Wright is that bad. So we'll make that change as well. Moy is looking tired. That would be a defensively minded sub to bring Devlin on. And we'll just play you as the deep line playmaker, but on defend. Just sit back in there and do your thing. And, well, after a stumble, let's just call it a stumble in our opening group game, we've come back well. And as we go into stoppage time, we should be about to go through, if not top of the group, then certainly close to it. Iraq will have a head-to-head over us, won't they? I think it's results between teams, which is a shame, because if it was just out-and-out goal difference, then we would have them covered. Well, it depends what they do against North Korea, I suppose. I haven't seen any scores come through, actually. The game should have been taking place at the same time. And what we don't want is for them to get a goal back here. That's exactly what they've done. And maybe we shouldn't be celebrating just yet, because it's 2-1 in stoppage time. And if they get a draw, well, then it could all go wrong yet, couldn't it? Oh, should I have left Sainsbury on? Strain was covering in, but didn't quite do enough. And let's just go and... oh, we can't do it now. Let's just go and we'll close this game down. Actually, let's do it from the tactics screen. Okay, so we've just dropped the line off a little bit. We're going to regroup and slow things down. We're going to waste time, be more disciplined, play for set pieces, all that kind of fun stuff. Everybody there, Rogic, if you just want to... you be a deep liar for me. And Devlin, you just sit there and win the ball back, please. And Luongo, just... go box to box. Yeah, just go box to box for me. And that should be absolutely fine. All right, let's see this out now, please. No highlights, no highlights, no highlights. We've done it. I think I saw Iraq was 4-1 ahead of North Korea. But it doesn't matter. We've got through the group. That is the first part done. Actually, bit of a let-off, boys. Bit of a let-off. So it was indeed 4-1. That means we do go through second in the group. So it has cost us that opening game defeat. But, you know, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. We'll see who we get in the next round here, of course. Everybody's happy with things. And let's see who we do have coming up. Okay, so we needn't have worried because there were third-place teams getting through. So we were always going to get through. And you can see my theory more or less works, although -3 goal difference, Lebanon has got through. Kuwait will consider themselves a little bit unlucky. It's probably goals scored, isn't it? And Vietnam got through with a negative goal difference as well. But anyway, that's all well and good. We will be facing Oman in the next round. You can see the other ties there. There's no real heavyweights. Is there? Japan, Iraq, and Qatar, Iran are probably the two closest to the heavyweight bouts. But that will be us next episode. It'll be Oman, 86th ranked in the world. I would like to think we can beat them. And then we'll be off to the quarterfinals. And, well, we'll play who we play. I don't know if it's a draw or if it is... how do I get back to... Oh, hang on. So it will be... So we'll play either Qatar or Iran. So it'll really start and heat up. Well, if we were to get past Oman, that's a tougher game then, that's for sure. So that's either the defending champions or Iran, who are very, very good, especially in more modern times. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We live to fight another day. And let's hope we live to fight another 4 or 5 days. Take care.